Hello, Aries the Ram. Here's your weekly horoscope for February 21 to 27th. Well, there's a lot less going on this week than there was last week. That's one thing I can say. We had a very exact Saturn-Uranus square last week, and boy, that sure indicated a lot of crises for a lot of people all over the planet. In North America, we had horrible weather that a lot of people, ended up having a lot of issues because of it, for sure. But things are a little bit softer this week. Let's jump into Chiron in the sign of Aries. The only thing we have in Aries this week, as a matter of fact, your sign. And Chiron's going to be there for a while, and that's a good thing because Chiron is called the maverick or the wounded healer of the zodiac. Now, in general, Aries is already a maverick. So when Chiron is in Aries, well, that really doubles up that nature for you. You really do not like to follow the rules sometimes. You like to go your own way. You don't like to follow the beaten path. You want to take the side roads very often and explore. And that's great. And in fact, Chiron is well set for you this week to do some exploring. It's in some softer aspects to this Saturn-Uranus square, so it does help defray some of the negativity this week more so as well for you. So you may find this week, as Chiron continues in your solar first house, that you yourself may be finding that your health may hopefully improve if you've had any crises, or even just your mental health perhaps is a lot better this week too, and there's a lot to be said for that lately. In general, with your ruling planet Mars in the sign of Taurus, that puts it in an area of finances and all that sustains and nurtures us. And it's also in a very positive trine to Pluto all week. Pluto being in Capricorn, which is for you in a sign of your chart that deals with your major career aspirations, also perhaps coming before the public, and with Pluto perhaps even dealing with government, whether that be local, federal, or what have you, it doesn't matter. The good news is your ruling planet is in a positive aspect to Pluto and in Earth signs. So Aries, if you've suffered financially in the last year in any sort of way, or if you have had some beefs or disputes with people, the good news is this Mars-Pluto trine does help you rebuild connections, perhaps with some relationships, to work out agreements, to not be so much in conflict. And that's a very important thing because you can't always be in conflict. Everybody has to take a rest from at some time. Aries sometimes is not happy unless they're having a dispute with someone. It's just their natural energy. But at least for this week, you can perhaps walk that back a bit. And I recommend that you do. Because if you're too busy fighting all the time, you never really make any progress. So this Mars-Pluto trine does help you rebuild some new foundations on which to build upon. And as well, they're directly related to finances and your career. So some people may experience that money they've been waiting for may come up this week, or may come in, I should say. Or as well, if you've invested in something, whether it be your time, energy, or money, you begin to see some positive action on your investment in that area this week. As well, we have Jupiter trining the moon's north node all week in air signs. Air signs are very positive for Aries. They help give you a voice. Aries, sometimes you're always with your fists, always ready to fight. And there's something to be said for fighting words, but at least with Jupiter trining the moon's north node and also Venus in Aquarius, it does help you calm down a bit. And let's say have more in the way of negotiation instead of argument. So that's a very good thing, Aries. In addition to the Sun going in Pisces now and Venus going into Pisces by the end of the week, we still have Neptune in Pisces. Now, Pisces for Aries is in your solar 12th house. So it's hidden. And, you're not one that really works behind the scenes. You're not necessarily that Machiavellian, or you don't do underhanded and dirty tricks. You're just right in the face. The one thing I like about Aries is, like all the fire signs, when they're coming at you with a knife, they're coming at you in the front, not from behind you. So aside from the fact that you don't need to be fighting with anyone right now, what I'm saying basically is this is a good time for you to look at how you can move forward without having conflicts and confrontations with people. Pisces softens your nature a little bit, even when you don't know it's happening because it's hidden in your 12th house. One concern, though, I will say this, that sometimes with these aspects, Aries may notice that their health might suffer a little bit and not be aware of it. So pay very close attention to your health this week. With Mars squaring Venus, your ruling planet, at least till Wednesday, you may find, at least for the early part of the week, there's still friends or family members that are having crises, or you yourself with one of your relationships, there's still some disagreements. But at least from Thursday and on, then we only have Mars trining Pluto. So again, resolution is more likely after midweek. So Aries, I hope you have a great week ahead.